Alright guys, welcome back, and in this video all we're going to do is we're going to take the MAC address and format it into a human readable format, kind of the standard convention, because right now we unpacked it but it's all broken up into chunks, and the standard convention for a MAC address is to have two decimal places and they're each separated by a colon. So like AA colon BB, yada yada yada, tomato tomato tomato. So we already made this function, get MAC address. So that's what we're going to do. Let me add a comment. I'll say return properly formatted MAC address. Alright, so define get MAC address, and what we're going to do is we're just going to pass it in the bytes address. So actually let me give myself some more lines. I like to be able to scroll around. Oh yeah, there we go, mate. There we are. All right. So this is pretty much the address that's broken up into chunks. It's an iterable, and from here, what I want to do first is just convert it to a proper string format, each chunk. So I'm going to take bytes string, and I'm going to set this equal to map. And if you guys don't know what the map function is, again, look at my Python 3 tutorials. It's basically a way that you can pass a function in here and an iterable, and it runs each item in there through your function. So what do we want to do with each chunk of the MAC address? Like this chunk and this chunk and this chunk? Well, all we want to do is we want to format it to two decimal places. So have single quotes, curly brackets, and if you write colon 0 to x, that's what that is going to do, dot format. Holy, all right, dot format. And whenever you're using map, you don't use those curly braces. And what do you want to loop through? Or just this right here. So basically what this is doing is it's taking all of those chunks and formatting them correctly. Pretty much stripping out everything and making sure that we only have two decimal places for each one. But now what we need to do is we need to take each of those chunks and make sure that they're all uppercase, and also join them together with colons. So how do we do that? Well, let's just say MAC address. That's what's going to be the ending return value, and just set this equal to colon in between single quotes. And what do you want to join together? Well, let's just go ahead and join together these chunks, and we also want to make sure everything is uppercase. So this made the proper chunks, and this just joins them together with a colon in between all of them. And actually, instead of even doing this, return MAC address, what we can actually do is just return this. And it'll save us a little bit of, clutter, looking good. So there you go. And let me go ahead and write I don't know, like a quick little demo of what it is. So it'll be like AA, BB, CC, DD, EE, FF. And these are, of course, colons, not semicolons. And that'll just help anyone reading later on. And I'm going to be putting this on GitHub later on. So if you guys want it, make sure to follow me on GitHub and you'll be updated on everything. But that is the format that we are going to be returning. So now we have a nice, beautiful, properly formatted MAC address that we can display to the user. We're now ready to move on to the next step.